So Patrick Mahomes had his shirt off, and people were critiquing it online. I find it so stupid when a successful quarterback that has a dad bod, people shame him. People did this to Ben Roethlisberger. They did it to Eli Manning. They're just jealous of quarterbacks that have success. Now, there is this Kansas City radio host. I don't even want to say his name, but I'll tag him on social media. Oh, geez, we have so many noises here. It's a circus. This guy was critiquing Patrick Mahomes. And this guy talking about him is everything wrong with sports radio and everything wrong with talk radio. No self-awareness. Patrick Mahomes is like top 3 quarterbacks of all time, and you're a Kansas City radio host. You see the problem here? I know the guy's a professional and has made it, but I noticed this in sports radio. The people that never played and in talk radio, the people that never played, that never accomplished anything, they're always the one that critique the most, and it's like, shut up.
This is the least controversial thing in the history of sports comment.
His show is called Kevin Has Issues. We can tell, bro, you're a douchebag.
This is the least controversial thing in the history of sports commentary. If your argument is you looked at those photos and
He's doing that news talk thing.
You don't think Patrick Mahomes has belly fat and hasn't been serious this offseason about getting rid of it? Because that's all we heard.
Okay, his belly fat. I mean, I know you could say maybe that's why he lost the Super Bowl, but that's not. He's always had belly fat, and he's won Super Bowls. What have you accomplished? Kevin Has Issues?
New haircut, new dedication. We got embarrassed in the Super Bowl. Everything's different this time. Best shape of my career. We're going for this. We're going to let our play doing the talking. That's all we've heard.
Okay. And the season hasn't begun.
Okay? I'm not saying he didn't work out in the offseason. He didn't do certain things. But if his trainer is defending him, saying, name a great quarterback, a Hall of Fame quarterback, or a Hall of Fame pitcher, because, by the way, Michael Wacha is also one of Bobby Stroop's clients. Name a great pitcher,
You know he would never say this to Bobby Troop to his face. A lot of these talk radio hosts, they hide. They're never out in public. They talk the most smack because they're cowards.
Quarterback with a six-pack. That was literally his argument. And I'm like, Tom Brady after he turned 30?
Oh, my God. Does everything have to be compared to Tom Brady? It's like how everything's compared to Michael Jordan. Can Patrick Mahomes be Patrick Mahomes?
The greatest of all time? If you can't look at Tom Brady's pictures from early in his career, like the Combine or in his 20s, when they were a defensive-oriented football team, and Tom...
You know this guy's the worst to work with. He's probably one of those brats that needs everything to be perfect on his show. Shut up.
Brady was doing very little as a quarterback, except winning games 20-17, 17-14, whatever it was.
Okay, he's winning games. What have you won in life?
And what he did in his 30s, and then to play to what, age 45? I can find photographs all over the internet.
Okay, do that then. God. Sometimes I don't like when people make fun of radio, but then when morons like this have a show, I'm like, whatever.
Of Tom Brady. Health, fitness, body is my temple, all of these things. Nobody went to more extremes than Tom Brady.
And nobody's gone to more extremes to be relevant than you, bitch.
You're literally killing me with this example.
And you're literally killing me with this stupid rant. Where you're going nowhere, but you want attention. Because who the hell has ever said, oh my God? Because like in Kansas City, you have Johnny Dare, you have Laszlo, you had Afentra, you had these big radio shows. Mancow was from there. Who's ever said, oh my God, Kevin Has Issues is my favorite show?
You're a personal trainer, and their argument is that Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback with belly fat than without.
I would never listen to this. I feel like I'm being bitched at. You know, if you date him during arguments, he never shuts up. He's the woman in the relationship.
What quarterback has done that since, let's say, Terry Bradshaw, maybe?
Okay, Boomer. I love this. I love when Boomers and Gen Xers that are older compare things to like Joe Montana. We're not in that era anymore, okay? Stop living in the past. Terry Bradshaw wasn't a perfect quarterback either. He's lucky he had a defense.
I'm not even sure he had that kind of belly fat. But it doesn't really exist today. You can look at a guy like...
Man, I'm wondering if this guy's in the closet or just into men. You're really obsessed with Patrick Mahomes' body fat. Like when I see a picture of Patrick Mahomes with his shirt off and his family, I'm like, oh, he's got his shirt off. I'm not like investigating the body, you freaking weirdo.
Aaron Rodgers, who's only won one, but he's going to the Hall of Fame, and that's what I was challenged with on X. What Hall of Famers had six-pack abs? Well, nobody's asking for Patrick Mahomes to have six-pack abs.
And nobody's asking for your opinion, you asshole. God, can't stand talk show hosts like that. Make the whole business look bad. Kevin has issues. We know. And I hate radio shows that know they're douchebags, Mike Helta, and they live up to it by just continuing to act that way, where they're like, you know what? That's my personality. No, you're an asswipe. You make the whole business look bad. And I'm sure everybody in the hallway, when you leave the room, they talk bad about you. Kevin has issues. If that's the name of your show, that means you're mentally ill and you don't want to improve yourself. Hate when these Gen Xers and boomers that are radio hosts that are douchebags just won't change. You're going to be remembered maybe as a talented guy. Alrighty.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.